Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be seeing three problems. Number one, check whether the ith bit of a number is set or not. Number two, set ith bit of a number. And number three, flip ith bit of a number. I could have made three videos on these three problems, but I thought of making a single video because these three involve a very common concept, right? So why to make three videos and like bore you guys? So yeah, let's get started. Problem number one is check ith bit of a number is set or not. So basically, by saying set, what do I mean? Set means 1, unset means 0. Okay. Now let's see the input and output. Let's say the input is 5. Okay, and the I value is, let's say, 2. That means you have to check for the second bit of 5, right? Now they have given the explanation as, let's say, example 101 is 5, right? So 5 would be a 32-bit integer, right? So on and so forth. So this is the second bit. We need to return whether this bit is 0 or 1, right? If it is 0, you simply return unset. If it is 1, you simply return set. Got it? So here output would be unset because it is 0. Okay. Now what would be your approach in dealing with such kind of a problem, right? Think of something which we already know, right, from the previous videos. Yeah, you guessed it right. So basically, let's say for an example, the number given to us is 101, right? And you need to find out the second bit. So what you need to do is, if you need to find out the second bit, what you do is you just place a 1 below the second bit. Okay, and rest all would be zeros only, since we are dealing with 32-bit integers. So like that, right? And what you need to do is, see, you have placed zeros for all the bits which you don't want to know, right? You have just placed a 1 below the bit which you need to know that whether it is 1 or not. Okay, great approach. So what should you do so that the bits which you don't want to note, comes out to be 0, right? Yeah, simply do a AND operator, because since you have placed 0 below the rest of the bits, so if you do a AND with 0, right, doing an AND with 0 will result into a 0 only, right? So all of these bits would turn out to be 0, so on and so forth, and this will also turn out to be 0. What will be left? The leftover would be the AND of the one which you have placed below the bit which you want to know and the bit itself, right? So if the bit you want to know is 1 and you do a AND with 1, it will turn out to be 1. If the bit is already 0 and if you do a AND with 1, it will be 0, right? So either we can get a either we can get a positive number, some number, or we can get a 0 number, right? 0 or non-zero. So let's say here the bit is 0. So 0 and 1 is 0. So this whole number, the resultant number is 0. Resultant number is a 0 number. Okay. In this case, let's say let's say on the other hand you need to, let's say you were given 101, right, and you need to check for this bit. Let's say for third bit you need to check. So what will happen is, since we are dealing with 32-bit integers, so rest all would be zeros, right, so on and so forth. So you just place a 1 below the bit which we want to check, rest all would be zeros, right? And if you do a AND operator, AND operation, so what will happen is these bits will turn out to be 0, 0, 0. Now only this place will be left, and that will be the resultant of the bit which we want to know and the one which we have already placed below that. So since the bit is 1, so you do a AND with 1, so it will be 1. So you get a 1. So you get a non-zero number. Resultant is non-zero number. So there would be only two cases. Either you get a 0 number when the bit you want to check is 0, or you will get a number which is non-zero if the bit is 1, right? So okay, so let's formulate our approach. So basically what we were doing is, we were doing AND operation. So we were doing, let's say the number given to us is n. So what we were doing, and let's call this number, what we got from placing the 1 below the bit we want to check and rest all zeros. Let's call this number as our made number. So if you do a AND with our made number, either you get a 0 number or you get a non-zero number, right? Only two possibilities, 0 number or non-zero number. So if you get a 0 number, that means the bit is unset because the initial bit would be 0. If you get a non-zero number, the bit is set, right? This much logic is clear to us. Okay. Now the best part arises, that how do we get this number, the number which we made, right? Our made number, how would we get that number? So let's say, yeah, let's come here only, or let's make it new. Let's say this is given to us and you need to check for this bit, right? So you need to check for third bit. The value, let's say k is given to us is 3, that you need to check for third bit. I or k, whatever you may call it as, right? That is just a variable. Okay. So how do we get that number? That so we have learned that we'll have to place 1 and we'll have to make this, right? So how do we get this number is the main question. Okay. So what if I say to you is, just have a 1, right? So we are talking in terms of integer notation. So this 1 would be 32-bit 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, right? So on and so forth. So if I do one left shift, this number would be 1, 0, and rest all the places would be zeros. Okay, great. Now what if I do one more left shift? What will be this number become? This number will become to 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, so on and so forth, right? This is nothing but our made number. We got this number. How we got this number? We got this number by doing 2 times left shift. So if you are talking about third bit, you do a left shift for 2 times. So let's generalize it. So if you are doing, I mean, let's say for for kth bit, if you want to check, you need to do left shift for k minus 1 times to get this number, right? So now let's complete our code. N and our code was our made number, right? Our made number. This was resulting into two possibilities, either 0 or non-zero. So let's do one thing. N and 1 is left shifted how many times? K minus 1 at time, right? Since we are given ith bit of a number, so 1 is left shifted I minus 1 times, right? Now if this expression is 0, that means unset. If this expression is 1, that means set. Got it? So how would be the code look like? Code will be something like, let's say we have void check ith bit, right? Number is given to us, and let's say position is also given to us. What we will do is, we will just do if n and 1 is left shifted I minus 1 times, if this is equals to 0, we just do a system.out.println unset, else set. Got it? This is the simple code, right? In this video we learned how to make that number which we wanted, right? The number, the logic was to place one below the bit for which we need to check, right? And then rest all places would be zeros. So we got to know how we can create that number, and we need to just do an AND operation, right? The first question is clear, right? Okay, got it. Now let's move to the second question of this video. The second question is, set ith bit of a number. Pause the video for 1 minute and think of something that, think of a solution, relating to the previous solution what we just discussed, right? How can we use that solution in for this question? Okay, I hope you have paused the video, and now let's see the solution. So for setting the ith bit of a number, let's take the previous example. Let's say example is 101, right? So it's a 32-bit integer, so on and so forth. Now we want to set, let's say we want to set this bit, right? This is nothing but 4th bit. We want to set 4th bit of this number. How do we do that? So for setting any bit, what we can do is, if I can place a 1 over here, right, rest all zeros, and do an OR operation, because we know that if we do an OR operation with if we do OR with 1, we will obviously be getting 1 only, right? So if we do OR operation, whatever be the upper bit, right, whatever be this bit, the resultant would be 1 only, right? So if the original bit was 0, if you do an OR with 1, it will become to 1, right? So what we do is, we just do an OR operation, and what we get is 0 1 1 0 1. Answer. This is nothing but our made number. How do we do that? We just need to use this code only, right? We just need to use this code. How do we use this code? Let's make it new only, right? I thought of copying it from above, but let's make it new. Void set ith bit given to us would be integer n and I, right? So what we need to do is, n equal to end or 1 is left shifted how many times? I minus 1. right? SOP N. Simple, as simple as that. We have just set we have just set the ith bit of a number, right? The second part of the video is also clear. Now let's move on to the third part of this video, which is to flip ith bit of a number. How do we do that? Right. So in order to flip ith bit of a number, flip ith bit, right? So if the bit was originally 1, we need to make it as 0, and if that bit was 0, we need to make it as 1. What do we use? You guessed it right, we use a XOR operator for that, right? Because we know that, let's make a truth table for XOR, right? 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 1. Okay, so if you do A XOR B, what you will get? 0 1 1 0. So if you see that original bit is 1, let's say, and if you do a XOR with 1, this 0 is converted to 1. And here the original bit is 1, if you do a XOR with 1, it is converted to 0. So the flipping is getting done, right? So we just need to do that XOR operator. So how do we do that? So it's very simple. Let's say we take this traditional example what we are taking from so long. Let's take it as 5, right? And we want to flip this bit. This is nothing but third bit. So what we learned was, we place a 1 over here, rest all would be zeros, right? Since we are dealing with 32-bit integer, right? And simply what we do is, we do XOR. So what will happen is, these places, right? Whatever was on the top, like whatever was the original bit, that will be copied as it is. Like here they are all 0, so they'll be copied as it is. Here also 0 1 is copied. Now only here, right? Here we are doing a XOR operator, right? So that the bit we are concerned about, we are doing a XOR with 1, so it will get flipped. 1 1 is 0. Our answer, right? How would this code look like? This code will also look like same, only void flip ith bit, given is integer n, integer I. What we need to do is, we need to do n equals to end XOR. 1 is left shifted, I minus 1 time. Simply SOP n, right? So see, the thing is, I am writing XOR over here. You can write, you can use that XOR expression according to your languages, right? I guess for Java it is this, and similarly for this, or for Java I guess it is this, right? So you can use it for according to your languages. So yeah, the third part of this video is also complete. So in this one video of around 18-19 minutes, we saw 3 problems, and in this video we also learned how to make that kind of a number wherein we are just placing 1 below the bit, and then rest all would be rest all the bits are zeros, right? So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you liked the video, and if you learned something new from this video, do subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please share the video with your friends. And like, if you have any doubts, do post it in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer each of your doubts. Stay healthy, stay safe, take care.